Hey, it's Zapanta here, and I am coming to you from the beaches of Costa Rica, and this is actually day 4 of the vlogging challenge. If you don't know what the vlogging challenge is, there's a link that you can hit to explain. You can join the 50-day vlogging challenge. There's daily topics, so you can check out that video after. So today's topic is reckoning with your past to save your future. Now, what in the hell does that mean? It can mean different things to different people, and I've been different people throughout my life. Maybe you understand what I mean by that. But pretty much, life is a process of change and of growth, and I've changed. I've changed a lot to many different kinds of people. I recently shared a story of what I've been through the past few months, and that caused me to really do this, to reckon with my past, except that I felt like I got hit by a truck. And I had to face those beliefs and those belief structures in me to really save my future, to change the course of my future, to tap into that something in me that could break through those beliefs and keep going and break through fear. So kind of what I want to talk to you about today is, how do you face those fears? Like this is a question I want to address before I even get to something that I recently had a breakthrough in. But I can tell you that if you had asked me this question, a few months ago, what are your fears? Face your fears, I would have felt like that would be an impossible task. We are like an onion. There's things that, we're conditioned to believe from birth. How can you possibly sift through all that shit? Seriously. It's overwhelming almost, And that's how I would have felt. I would have felt overwhelmed, like it's just an impossible task, and I would have just not done it. And I didn't, to a degree. But I have found the answer. I found the answer of how it is possible to sift through the BS, the belief systems that we don't even realize we have, that prevent us from getting somewhere in our life, like going after our dreams or goals. And the single, maybe you might think this is a little bit morbid, and I used to, but maybe because I was confronted more so in some degree with, the death of someone that was close to me, and I shared that in a previous video. But, if you were to sit down and really ask yourself, what is true? That's the best way. That's the best way to confront your fears. And you gotta face them. Don't ignore them. If I could say one thing, people in this world have many different beliefs, different values, different truths, right? So what does that mean? What is the truth? If there is one, there's, in my belief, you can believe this or not, I would say there is one truth that everyone in this world can agree on. Everyone. And it's that at some point, we all have a physical death. That's it. It's as simple as that. That's the one single truth that will happen to every single person living on this earth right now. That's it, Pretty terrifying, right? But the way that I see it is, if you can face that one truth, all of a sudden, you can't waste your time. You can't bullshit around in your life. You can't let a single minute pass without you doing whatever it is that you want to do. Whatever it is that you want to do with your life, you can't live someone else's life. Because it's not theirs to live. They're going to die at a certain point, so are you. And that's it. That's the truth. That is the one single truth that we could all agree on. And you know what? It's the greatest thing to realize. Because, it just reminds me of a quote Henry David Thoreau said, "Our truest life is when we are in dreams awake." And that's it. Our truest life is when we realize that this is it. This is our life. This is the one life. And we can either keep letting time pass us, keep avoiding our fears, and live how we think we should live, or we just live how we want. And it's not necessarily this idea of it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows to confront your fears, because it's not. It's scary. Scary as hell. It's terrifying. That's why it's awesome. That's why it's great. That's why it pushes you. That's why there's growth. That's why there's progress. That's why you get to things that you've never done before. You have to. If you want to do something with your life that you've never done before, why wouldn't it require progress and fear? These are good things. These are good emotions to have. You know, some people say that the difference between fear and excitement is just a perspective shift. It's all adrenaline, right? It's a rush. And we can all do it. We can all face that stuff. So for me, what was the thing that, you know, I had to really overcome? I shared a bit of it in the previous video. You know, my father passed away and I had to confront a lot of my old belief structures that I didn't realize I had. Well, the most recent thing for me is that I was scared to face this one truth. You know, the fear of death. I know this is like crazy morbid, right? And Romeo used to say this to me all the time. He's like, you know, I could die at any moment. And I'd be like, don't say that to me. Why are you saying that? You know, that's so painful to say. It's so hurtful. But it's true, right? And it's not a bad thing. It's actually the most empowering thing to have, because you can say that and realize that that's when you can truly awaken to your life. Because what other fact can you face that would make you live your life to the fullest, right? And, you know, for me, I went through some struggles with, you know, dealing with the loss of my dad, for example. And it wasn't all pretty. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows and positivity and, oh, I'm so happy today. No, it's the scary shit. It's like, it's facing that stuff in you. It's like having thorns in your body. You gotta take them out, you know? You can't keep ignoring them. They're gonna keep hurting you in some way, right? And that's what fears do. They still gnaw at you. They eat away at you. And we all feel it. I know you know what I'm talking about. I know there's things in you, maybe feelings of dread about something. The best way to face it is to just stare at it straight in the face. Really look yourself in the eye, in the mirror, and ask, what's true? What is the truth? And now ask, am I just scared to take steps towards what I want? And you know, the answer can be yes, and that's okay. And it's terrifying at first, but it's the most freeing thing that can happen. I really believe that this is the process of letting go. You have to go through it. You have to go into it. You know, people say when people are dealing with loss, they say just let your feelings run their course. They don't say ignore your feelings. They don't say pretend like everything is okay. They don't say, you know, it'll go away. No, they say let the feelings run their course. If you're afraid, let it run its course, but keep going through it, keep confronting it, and there will be a point where you feel this immense sense of relief. And that's where I'm at. And now I can talk about it. I can share it in video, and I wasn't able to for a while. And that was just it, but I was facing these things, and it's okay. So again, this video is a little bit longer than I intended. I hope you really get the message here, you know, and I mean, I say it to myself as much as I say it to you, because it's a constant reminder, you know. Am I really doing the most I can with my life in each moment? Am I taking action towards what I want? Am I wasting my time? Am I just trying to stay asleep in certain aspects? And sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm not fully awake. But it's just a process of reminding yourself daily, you know. So, Zapanta, I'm coming to you from Playa Flamingo in Costa Rica. If you want to join the vlog challenge, 50 days of vlogging, you know you'll have the most powerful transformation in your life ever. Hit the link. There's a link below. You can get started right away and, you know, live an epic life. It's possible. You can do it. You can do it. Connect with me. Pura Vida. Have an awesome day.